Good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon, whatever. So today's Saturday, and I wanted to talk to you guys about my Friday night. My Friday night was pretty nice. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I haven't been out in a while, so I had a good time. So I go to a friend's, one of my homeboys. He's having a little like reefer party, beer pong thing in his basement. So I was like, no doubt, I'm gonna roll through. So I rolled through with my boy Jose. So whatever, I'm walking in and there's like a table full of guys. Oh no, before that, Jose, we rolled up what's it called? A blunt of Mr. Happy, legal bud, and it was tripping me the fuck out. Like I was tripping, that shit was crazy. I was like, damn, I felt like I've never been that high, but it was awesome. After that, we rolled through to this little party thing, and I walk in and there's a table full of guys all sitting down, and then there was my boy Shaded, random guys, and then Shaded was playing beer pong. I walk in, I'm like, hi guys, because I'm a very friendly person. I like to say hi to everyone. That's how I make new friends, So I say hi to everyone at the table, and other niggas look at me like, they're looking at me if I have a fucking dick on my forehead. So I'm just like, oh, alright. I said it all like, so like, alright, okay. So whatever. And I go see Shade, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Everyone's like, yo, Lemon, what's up? My boys are mad welcoming. They're not like, they're mad like respectful. And like these other niggas ignore me, looking at me like if I have a dick on my forehead. These niggas think, I bet these niggas were wondering, they're like, who the fuck brought this bitch over here? I already know how it goes. Who invited this bitch? I'm just like, whatever. So I'm whatever, just chilling, and then one of my friends from middle school walks up to me, Ricky. He walks up to me, he's like, yo, I was like, oh shit, Ricky, yo, I fucking miss you, da da da. When you see an old friend from middle school, you guys just click, and you guys just want to talk and to be like, yo, how you been, da da da. So whatever. We're talking a little bit, and I was like, yo, I had 2 dimes with me, so I was like, you know what? What's up? I'm gonna spark you up. Let's go. He's like, oh, no, down. I was like, alright. So I'm like, oh, I need a place to, roll this blunt. He's like, oh, no doubt. So he brings me to the table full of guys. There's like no seats at all. So I was like, alright, let's see what's gonna happen, because these little niggas already have no respect for how they look at a woman. So let's see what they're gonna do. So he asks one dude, he's like, oh, yo, can you move so she can roll this blunt? This man goes, can you ask someone else? I'm just like, fucking disrespectful ass nigga. So and then he asked somebody else, he's like, yo, can you move so she can roll this blunt? He's like, damn, nah. He's like, yo, she's a fucking lady, let her sit down so she can roll this. She's a fucking girl. And he's like, nah. But then this other guy, the next guy, he's like, I'll move. He, respectful nigga, respect. I was like, thank you. He moves, and I sit down. Everyone at that fucking table was looking at me like, nigga, what the fuck? Do I have a dick on my forehead? Do you want to suck it? Like, seriously? Why you look at me like that for? But I didn't say nothing because, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It was just, okay. So I'm here. I pull out my Dutch and I pull out my dime. Pull out my shit. And I start getting to what I gotta do. Cracking my Dutch, cracking my weed. And everyone's just looking at me like, and I'm just like, whatever. So I'm rolling my blunt. I was like, yo, this blunt is gonna be a slap to the face to all these niggas, because I already know what these dudes are thinking. I know they're thinking, they're like, what the fuck, who invited this fat bitch over here, da, 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 da. I already know. I'm not fucking stupid. I know how people work. I know how fucking disrespectful ass dudes work. So I was just like, whatever. I'm rolling my blunt. I was like, yo, this blunt's gonna come out nice, and all you niggas gonna be like, oh damn. They were all watching me the whole time I was rolling my blunt. So I finished rolling my blunt, and I was like, I show Ricky, I'm like, done. So we end up smoking. We just stay at the table. I turn around, me and him were just talking shit, catching up on old times. Being like, yo, we never imagined that we were gonna smoke a blunt together. Like, who ever imagined? Me, I was so cute and innocent and shy, and now I'm smoking a blunt with one of my boys from middle school. So whatever, we were catching up and whatever, how life is, how school, da da da. There, we finished smoking our blunt. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna go with my Shaded boys, go spend some time with them and see what's up. So I get up, I go with Shaded. I leave all these niggas staring, of course, mad shocked and shit. So whatever. I'm like, I got the job done. So I go up to my shaded boys, you know, I'm at the beer pong table. I was like, yo, Heidi, what's up? Da, da, da. You know, just talking shit with my boys. And I was like, oh, I have bud left. So I pull out my bowl. I pull out my bud and I just fill up my bowl. And I just look around like, who wants to hit this bowl pack with me? And everyone's like, me? But Jesus and Jose said me first. I was like, alright, you guys gotta come over here. You guys, you know, beat everybody else. So whatever, we're just smoking. Then Chris comes, and I was like, yo, Chris. Yo, I love Chris. Chris is my nigga. All my shaded boys are my niggas. I love them all. Chris comes in, he's like, yo. And he has bud. I was like, yo, spark. He's like, yo. He's like, Heidi, of course I'm gonna spark you up. Of course. I was like, yeah. So whatever. We smoked that one. Then I'm just watching these guys play beer pong. Just playing and shit. So whatever. Then I go outside. I was like, yo, I think it's time for me to go. I'm like, there's no more bud to smoke. There's no LQ to sip. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave. So whatever. I call a cab with Jose, Chris, and who else was it? Jose, Chris, and Josbar. I believe it was Josbar. And I'm like, yo, I got no cab money. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get home? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna drip the cab. So I get in the cab with them, and I made the cab driver park outside of my street because I live in a little dead end. So I made him park outside, and I know there was a little shortcut to go to my house. So I was like, I got this. So whatever, I go behind the house and I go into my house, and I'm mad high as fuck. I'm high as fuck. Like, I feel like I've never been that high before, but I say that all the time. But whatever, because I always smoke good ass bud. Just saying. And whatever, I'm mad fucking booted, and I'm just like trying to open my door. I'm like, yo, I better hurry up because this cat's gonna see me. Da, da, da. I got in, and I was like, I did it. I was like, hell yeah, I did. I got away with it. And then I just started making a sandwich. Me high as how, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make a sandwich. I cut up some purple onion. I got my lettuce. It's like 2 in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that was my night. You know, interesting, fucking rude, but you know, it's all good. I got high as fuck. I caught up with a friend that I really had mad love for in middle school. So you know, it was a pretty good night. But yeah, I wanted to share my night with you guys because you know, I thought it was a little funny. And yeah. Today's Saturday, and you know what that means. We're getting wavy. Alright, bye guys.